Hey, this is Mr. Elmhorst with the Unit 8% Proportions Test Review. So this is the help video for the minor grade. For this video, I'm going to focus on going through and setting up the percent proportion based on what the question is asking. So first question, it is asking about rectangles and the percent. So on your papers, we're going to start building the proportion based on the question, and the question is about rectangles. And it asks about the percent. So that means we need a total because the percent will be compared to 100. So you count your rectangles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you count your total shapes 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we got 12 out of 20, and then either use factors or you can cross multiply, divide. 12 times 100 divided by 20 will give you your answer of what percent. All right, continuing on to number 2, how many shaded tiles are needed? So it's talking about shaded, but then it's also what is needed. So let's build our proportion out of that. 60% of the shaded tiles are needed. So that is our given percent, 60. And it's 60% of, so that's actually out of shaded. We only need 60% of the shaded. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 shaded. So it's saying 60% of the 10. Okay. Looking at number 3, total of 80 students were surveyed. How many students chose action? So let's get action over there and build the percent proportion. A total of 80 students. And then we look in the chart here, it says 35%. How many students chose action? So question mark. You're looking for how many out of 80. So you can cross multiply and divide by 100, and that will give you your solve. All right, number 4, how many students chose cheese? Start building your proportion based on the question. The question is asking about the cheese, and that is out of the total number of students. The total number of 400 students was surveyed. Now we go in here, and it looks like they gave us the percent. There's 15% that are cheesy cheese students. And how many was that out of 400? You can cross multiply and divide by 100 to solve. White cars in a parking lot, total cars, question mark, what's the percent? So white cars, total, 72, 150, question mark, what's the percent? You could simplify this or just cross multiply, divide by 150 to solve for the percent. Okay. Next one, we're looking at the discount. What is the price of the discount? So basing the proportion off of the discount, the dress is discounted 40%. And the discount needs to come from the original cost of the dress, which would have been the total cost before discount. And that was $85. And question mark, what was the discount? You can cross multiply 40 times 85 divided by 100. Make sure percent goes over 100. Now, number 7. Number 7 is talking about hitting the ball, hits, and then how many times he's at bat. So that's a baseball term. You could do at bat or just total. 25 times he's at bat. Now, the given information above says Brett misses the ball 32% of the time. He doesn't say how many times he gets a hit, but within that, if he's missing 32% of the time, that means he's hitting the ball 68% of the time. So these are the misses, these are the hits. 68% out of 100. And you can cross multiply, divide by 100 to help you solve for the number of hits. Number 8, what are the total number of spotted sheep? Let's set up the proportion, build it from spotted to total. Spotted to total, so it looks like there's 66% are spotted. And there's 250 sheep in the flock. How many are spotted out of the total that would equal 66%? So you can cross multiply. 250 times 66 and then divide by 100. Number 9, how many dives did the sea lion make in 5 hours? So the question is about dives, and then dives is compared to hours. There's 480 dives in 12 hours. At this rate, how many dives would you make in 5 hours? Question mark, how many dives in 5 hours? One way to solve that is multiply by 5 and divide by 12. Taking a closer look, number 10, the focus is on setting up the proportion. So on top, if we start with tokens, we have 12 tokens, and then he spent a total of 15 on how many tokens? So 12 tokens, $3. The cost is 12 to 3. And the tokens, the tokens is question mark out of 15. So this would be building a proportion. You have 12 over 3, which is equal to question mark over 15, or question mark over 15 is equal to 12 over 3. Both of those would be correct as long as you have tokens to cost as your labels. The shaded blocks and the total strip diagram represent the number of 7 hours of sleep each night. Now, don't get confused with the number 7. What it's talking about is at least 7 hours of sleep. So the shaded has to do with the sleep. So if we wanted to build our proportion, the proportion is focusing on the sleep, and the model has 2 that are shaded out of 5, and 2 are the ones that said they get more sleep. So 2 sleep, 5 total students. So we go over here, 2 out of 5 students. Now we go to the question, how many total students were in the survey? No, 50 students were talking about sleep. So 50 students is up here with the sleep information. How many total students were surveyed? So the question is actually about the total down here. It says 50 students get 7. They got 7 or more hours of sleep. So 50 has to do with the sleep. Number 12, this is more of a throwback question. 1/4, she's only going to use 1/4 of 12.5-ounce bags of chocolate chip. So 12.5 is 12.5, and 1/4 is 25 hundredths of 1/4 of. We're just going to multiply 1/4 times 12.5 to see what the total would be. So question number 13, we worked on this yesterday. We have the change in price over the original, the increase or decrease percent proportion, focusing on the change. So on Saturday, they had 12 eggs. And then the next day, did it go up or down? Did it go up or down? Up. So the original on Saturday, there was 20 eggs, and then it went up. How many eggs did it go up from Saturday to Sunday? 12. So the question mark is the percent. What percent change was that? So we're going to put the percent on the right. You can cross multiply and divide. And last one is change over the original. Did the pair of sunglasses go up or down? Okay, how much did it go down by? 50 cents. The original was $4. And the question is, what is the percent decrease?